Hey dudes, so Is here, back again with another Classic WoW video. So, you've just hit level 60. Congrats! But now what? With Phase 6 well underway, and Naxxramas already looming over Azeroth, it can be pretty overwhelming trying to figure out where to start. Should you be raiding, grinding gear, spamming battlegrounds, or maybe just getting ready for the Burning Crusade? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. In today's video, I'll walk you through exactly what you should and shouldn't do once you hit level 60 during Phase 6 of Classic. Whether you're a returning player, a fresh level 60, enjoying an alt, or just someone trying to catch up, this guide will help you to make the most of your time in Azeroth at this late stage. As always, if you enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future Classic and TBC content. But for now, let's get started. So, having just hit level 60, what's the first thing you should do? Well, as usual, step 1 is to join a guild. Seriously, this is the most important step. Whether you're planning to raid or just run casual content, a good guild will open doors for gearing, help with attunements, and make the game far more enjoyable as a whole. Even if you're more of a solo player, being in an active community is paramount to your success. In addition, you should get yourself organized. Buy all the 16 slot bags that you can, or at the very least 4 for your character, but even more for your bank slots. At level 60, you'll need space for consumables, materials, and all the raid junk you'll be picking up. Also, clear out any of the old leveling stuff from your bags and bank in order to make room for the new endgame things. This might seem like an annoyance, but being organized will immensely improve the quality of your gaming sessions at level 60. After getting your bags and guild sorted out, your next goal should be to run Zul'Gurub and AQ20 every single reset. Both raids are quick 20-mans that drop fantastic catch-up gear for every class and spec in the game. ZG also offers great rep rewards such as the shoulder enchants and Zanza potions. And you can pick up the Primal Hikari idols from Jindo and Bloodlord Mandakir for great helm and leg enchantments for most classes. Over in Silithus, AQ20 drops unique class spellbooks to improve many key abilities, in addition to its plethora of items that fill gaps in your gear. While the gear in these two raids won't make you ready for Naxxramas on their own, they can definitely gear you well enough for BWL and even some of AQ40, so make sure that you do them every single chance you get. If you're planning to take raiding seriously at this late stage, there is quite a bit more to do. First off, get attuned for Molten Core and Blackwing Lair immediately. Even though these are older raids, they're still great stepping stones, and a lot of guilds are running them weekly for catch-up gear anyway. Once you're able to zone in, prioritize Blackwing Lair over Molten Core. The gear is miles ahead and will prep you best for those later raids. While you're at it, make sure to grab an Onyxia Scale Cloak from the auction house, since you'll need it for the Nefarian fight in BWL. If your guild is running AQ40 and is willing to take you along, great. But do try to make sure that you're properly geared first. It's a huge jump up in difficulty from Molten Core and BWL. While you're not raiding, farm Skullament and Strat Undead for Argent Dawn rep. You'll need to get at least Honored in order to get attuned for Naxxramas. And while you might not actually raid it, it's still nice to have that attunement completed so you can jump in if you get the opportunity. Finally, be sure to also knock out the Onyxia attunement if and when you have some time, and then slay the dragon every reset. Even if you don't particularly want the gear there, the gold and a shot at a 18-slot bag keep it relevant right up until the end of Classic. And honestly, it's really freaking easy at this point. If raiding isn't your thing, or if you're just burnt out, PvP is still an awesome option, and Phase 6 is a great time to get into it. Whether you're a die-hard raider or just want to grab some gear, jump in and start playing. With the way ranking works on anniversary servers, you can progress pretty far even in this late stage with way less effort than ever. No, you probably won't be able to achieve rank 14, but still queue up for Battlegrounds or join pre-mades if that's your scene. Considering that at this stage, many players have shifted away from PvP in general toward hardcore raiding, the PvP scene is honestly a lot more relaxed than it was in earlier phases. and that means that now might actually be the best time to enjoy PvP casually before the Burning Crusade hits. Okay, now let's talk about what you shouldn't waste time on right now. First off, don't bother with old reputations. Factions like the Thorium Brotherhood and the Timbermaw Hold really aren't worth grinding at this point. Instead, focus on Zandalar and Argent Dawn. Those are really the only reps that still provide relevant upgrades or useful enchants. Also, don't stress about crafted gear. By Phase 6, almost all the crafted pieces have long been outclassed by raid drops. Sure, level up your professions for the Burning Crusade, that's absolutely worth doing. But don't go broke trying to craft items that you'll replace in a week. Don't spam dungeons endlessly either. Yes, dungeons can make you decent gold, but for gearing purposes, ZG and AQ20 are a much better use of your time. Think of dungeons more as a gold source or a casual side activity at this point. Other than Strat and Skolo for Argent Dawn rep, that is. And finally, don't enchant throwaway gear. Save your biggest enchants like Crusader or +4 stats to chest for items that you expect to keep for a long time. Use cheaper ones for temporary pieces if needed, but really don't blow your gold on pre-raid blues that you're going to toss in a week. It just isn't worth it. At the end of the day, don't stress too much about being behind. Phase 6 is the last major stop before the Burning Crusade, so now is really the perfect time to just chill a little. Catch up on content that you missed, stockpile consumables and gold, and enjoy Classic for what it is. Because regardless of what you do and why you do it, you'll soon be heading into the Dark Portal. That all said, you might also want to start prepping a bank alt or gathering materials that'll be useful in early Burning Crusade professions. It's not mandatory by any means, but it'll give you a solid head start when the time comes. And if you're interested, I've got a video right here. So, yeah, that's how I'd recommend approaching Phase 6 if you've just hit level 60. Focus on catching up, gearing through 20 mans, getting your key attunements done, and then enjoying the twilight weeks of vanilla for what it is. Well, what about you guys? What are you working on with fresh level 60s that you've just capped? Drop your goals for these characters down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear what you're up to. If you found this video interesting or helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Classic and TBC prep content. But for now, that's all I've got. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, take it easy, guys.